Hey everyone, this is themaP here, and today we're going to be building, what's a good way to put this, a very basic cabin, I guess, in a way. It's made out of wood. The cabin is by no means zombie proof. It's obviously made of wood, not of stone, which is the typical zombie proof house. So if you're planning to play on a PvP server, this may not be the house for you. I mainly use the simplicity of the build for single player and some of my friends' servers. So anyway, I'm gonna cover the basics of base building using Unturned's complex crafting system, and I'll show you guys how to create each individual part of the build, from the foundations down there to the ceilings up there. And yeah, so anyway, let's get started. First off, you're definitely gonna want these two tools. Let me get my HUD back up. This is the chainsaw, and that's the handsaw. Now, the chainsaw is pretty rare. It's only really found around farms. I mean, you can find it in some industrial loot, but that's pretty rare itself. Basically, you cut down trees a lot faster, and you don't use stamina, and that's a big plus. In addition, I have the handsaw in here, and the handsaw is relatively rare. I mean, you find it in industrial zones only, sometimes military. But basically what the handsaw can do is, if I take my logs down here, you get logs after you cut down a tree. Put the logs right here. I make, say, 4 boards. Let's put the logs back in. Take my boards. Now say sticks don't drop from the trees. Now I'm going to use my handsaw and put it in the tool slot, not the supply slot. I can make sticks. So that's a big advantage. It will save tons of time. So yeah, that's huge. So let's just take a tour of the house real quick. See, nothing fancy, just you got 5 windows. This is about 10 pillars. So let's start by making a foundation. And foundation is pretty simple. This is the outcome right here. Basically, all you need is 3 wooden frames. But in order to make those, you gotta go to your crafting menu. And I forgot to mention this too. You need at least crafting level 1, because that's pretty necessary for creating the more complex structures. Level 2 is for creating stone, and I'll show that more later in a different video. So anyway, let's get back to crafting. So I'm gonna craft my wooden foundation. Craft. So now I have the wooden foundation. So let's take these out. I only need 4 to equip these, actually. Now, if we want to mock the same exact house, we gotta do a cross design. So that's right here. Now angles snap. So if you go like that, it should just snap right together. And if your thing looks like that, then you are holding true to the design. And that's pretty good. So that material is pretty simple to make in the scheme of things in the rest of the house. The hardest is definitely the windows, but I'm going to show you guys those last. So next what I would do is definitely the pillars. I think the pillars are in here. So wood pillars, they're made by 2 supports in 1 board. So I'll show you how to make those. I'm going to need to go to crafting, go to my logs. Notice I have 4 boards right here. So you're going to need to craft this 3 times at least. And now supports are made through sticks. So since we need 10, we need 2 supports. So that would be 20. Technically 20 supports. So just picture that, and then you got that, and that makes a pillar. So let's place down the pillars. 1 in the front, another 1 to the front, 1 right there, 1 right there, So now your house should be in stage 2, looking directly like that, and comparison looks pretty much the same. So let's get back. Next thing to do would be to put in the doorway. So we have our wood doorway right here. Oh man, I actually didn't make windows, did I? Alright, whatever. So I'll do those in a second. But so the wood doorway, that's you have to make a wood wall first. So maybe I should talk about walls first. Walls are a little bit more complicated. So those are actually made out of 2 wooden frames and 2 wooden pillars. And as you know, we already know how to make pillars. That's just these, and that's a pillar. So let's take a look. So we take the pillar. Oh, did something wrong, didn't I? Yep. Okay. So now I have my just picture that as 2, I guess. So 2 wooden frames and 2 wooden pillars would be this. Just craft that board twice. So basically that's like that. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's not too bad. So if we look here, we should see that there's a wall right here, wall right there, and if you look inside, there's a wall right there and a wall right there. So it's just a mirrored effect. And obviously this is by no means simple in the scheme of crafting, but the house itself is very straightforward. So let's just place these 4 walls. Good. So now if we look at stage 3, we should have 4 walls placed and all the pillars. Okay. Now, wood windows. The same way that I just created, or not wood windows, wood doorway. That's a wooden wall, so you gotta create the wooden wall again. And then you place that in your supply slot right here. And then you just pair it with a wooden support, which is made by the sticks. So again, really straightforward. And we only need one of those, so that should be very simple to make. However, in order to make windows, you need to make wooden doorways as well. So you're going to actually need in total 6 wooden doorways. So there's the doorway. That's stage 5, or stage 4, sorry. Looks good. Everything looks pretty similar to the one over there. So now we got our 5 wooden doorways, and since I didn't actually create these off camera, I'm going to have to create them right here. So we have our 5 wooden doorways. We pair them with our wooden supports. Craft, 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 craft. Okay, we have our 5 wooden windows. So now we can just equip these, and for stage 5 we place the windows like so. So got one right there, there, in the back, left side, and the right side. Now you got you have an enclosed house. You can kind of do what you want with it. Definitely put a door in. I would. You guys can close these with shutters. I would recommend metal shutters because you don't want other people to be able to just jump right into your house. And also a metal door, or whatever it is, a stone door, stone shutter, stone door, same thing. Okay, so obviously the last step, since we cleared out that chest, would be the wooden platforms. And wooden platforms are made with 1 wooden cross, and you've got 3 wooden plates. So the wooden cross is just, okay, let me just cut these using our handsaw. Should be enough to make a cross. So we got wooden supports. All you need is 2 wooden supports, and that makes 1 wooden cross. And you just need 1 wooden cross and 3 wooden plates. So wooden plates are just 2 boards. So just, you know, blah 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 blah, and that stuff. And that's just make 4 wood platforms, and that should be your ceilings. So I mean, obviously I'm gonna show all these recipes at the end or during the video, so no worries. That's what the ceiling looks like in there. Now if you notice, like, this is a weird bug with Unturned at the moment. You can't just place them like this. You actually just, the secret technique is just to look at the floor, and you see the green right above my screen. And that should be completely placed above the ceiling. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then you have our complete modeled house, just like the one to the left. And you should be done. So, yeah, if this house was too simple for you, expect more complex ones in the future. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. It's a new YouTube channel, so you know, I'm just trying this out, seeing if I don't know. If you haven't played Unturned yet, it's a fun game. There's a lot of things to do. Obviously, the crafting's really fun. I'm into that because I'm pretty much an architect, so it's kind of what I do. Anyway, this is a map, and I'm signing out. So I'll see you guys in the next one.